Hello everyone, welcome back to our Python Complete course. In the previous lecture, we learned about dictionary and created a student database project. Here you see we have created database project. Now today we will learn file handling, an important concept in Python. Normally when a program ends, its data is lost because it is stored in RAM, means random access memory. File handling allows us to save data permanently in files so it can be used later. So let's begin. We start from today. Reading files. In reading files, we understand file handling first. File handling. File handling. It allows a program to create, read, write, and modify files and store files stored on your computer or laptop. File handling allows a program to create, read, write, and modify files stored on your computer. Means in your computer, file handling allows a program to create a file to modify it, read it, and write it, and they can change anything and they can write, they can read in the files in your computer. This is a definition of file handling. Now let's make a file. Let's create a file. Wait, first make a file. File is equal to open notes dot txt. Now we will give R for read. Now print file dot read and semicolon. Then we give file dot close. Then we first written function. It's no such file or that we have two main file involves of 2xt. Now we created this. Now here you see it is written y. Now we made a file. By this command here you see file is equal to open. I give here notes.txt. First we have to make a txt file. Here I make a file. In new file I make a file named notes.txt. Here I give command open notes.txt and r refers to read. Then print file.read means I have to only read the file. Then file.close. I give a command to close the file. This is a command for opening a txt file. This is an example of opening a txt file. Now we have to understand first. Let's take notes dot txt. Again, I have to take file name. Then I give here read r for read. Then print file dot read line. Then again I have to give this command. Then file dot load. Then close. Now here the output is again file. And I here you see two spaces given because in this I didn't write anything. That's to Python and write file handling. Now let's print again. Here you see again we saw two blank spaces because I gave here two blank spaces. If I give here write here anything, nothing is going to be changes. If I remove one line, then the output will be only one line. Here you see y first y is the output and then y is not the output. Y is a file name. Here it give space, blank space. Means I give here print file dot read line. So it give one space. If I give here this two times, then it give two blank spaces. Now let's write in txt files. Means how we writing in txt files. Here you see we make a new txt file. Then I have to give command file is equal to open. Then again I have to give file name dot txt. Then I have to use here w for write. Write for write and here are equals to read only. Now let's file dot write in. First delete this. Welcome to Python. Then the file dot close. Now let's run this. Nothing changes. Okay, change this. Wait, let me and it's dot txt or right now it's dot txt. Let's see what happened. Here you see Hello Python is printed. Now it's created. Now let's run this code. Here you see now welcome to Python is printed. We have printed. We have to make a file. First, we have to make a file or open a file using this code with open notes.txt. First, we have to make here txt file. I make here txt file names notes.txt. Then we have to write with open notes.txt. Then write as file. Then file dot write. Then I have to write anything means I have to write here hello Python. So I give here hello Python. Now after that I have to change this means I have to remove hello Python. Then I have to give another command. Then I give here welcome to Python. If I have to write in file, I use W. If I have to read, then I have to use R. So that's the point that we have to use. Now I have used here W for write and I write welcome to Python. Then I have to close. By using this point, we have to close also the file. We didn't close the file, it didn't work. Will you see? It is the first one. If we don't give file dot close, then it will the code will not work. So we have to give for in first line. First we have to open text file. Then if we have to write, then we use W. Then we have to as file dot write. Then hello Python. What we have to write in the txt file. Then after that we have to I give here command file open means I have to open the file. Then I have to write, so I give here W and I give here txt file name means in which I have to first open and then we have to write. So I give here file name, then I write here W. Then in second line I write file dot write means I have to write now welcome to Python. So I give the command here that I have to write now welcome to Python. In third line I give command to close the file means file dot close. This is a command to close the file. I hope you understand all this concept. Now come to appending data. Append mode adds new content without deleting the old content. Means appending data means append modes adds new content without deleting the old content. Means append data don't delete the old contents. It's only add the new content. It didn't delete the old content. It only not it delete the old content. Neither it modify the old content. The old content will remain same, but appending mode adds new content in this file, in that file. This is the definition of appending data. Again, you understand appending data neither delete the old content nor it modify the old content. It only adds the new content. I hope you understand the definition of it. Let's write here. We have to understand using example. So I give a file is equal to, then we have to open it, then file open, then we have to give file name notes.txt, then we have to, if we have to write, but we using here appending data, so we use a here. Now we have to write on it, so we have to write file write, then I use here slash n because I have to give command in another line. Here you see the first command is welcome to Python. If I didn't give here slash n, the the new output will be added in the same line. But if I give here slash n, then the output will come in next line. Here you see Python file handling. Then we have to close the file dot close, and then close. Now let's run the code. Here you see file handling, Python file handling is printed. If I remove this slash n, then here you see, I run this, here you see file handling, file Python file handling printed in same line, not in next line or new line. If I give here slash n, it will printed in next line. Here you see Python file handling is printed in next line. So this is the example of appending data. Now let's understand with statement. With statement automatically close the file after use. Means here you see first I have to give open file name, then I give here what we have to modify or write, or we have to read or write anything in the file. Then in the last I have to give close. It is mandatory in this code, but with statement we don't have to give this line file dot close, means we don't have to give close command. With statement automatically close the file after using. Let's see example. We have to write open, then notes.txt, then I have to read, means so I use here r as file, then print file dot read. Here you see I have written these things. Then the output is, here you see the output is welcome to Python file handling, Python file handling. If I remove, then I write here ABCD these things. Then sorry, I have, here you see I remove all these topics that we have give command here. Here we have given command welcome to Python and Python file handlings. Then I remove the commands in text files and add give here something by myself by not giving the Python code. I directly write new things in the txt files, and I didn't give these things by using Python code. I directly give it. So the output is didn't change. Means the output is not this. Output is the that I given by using the Python code, then this only that will be the output. Means no one can change the output by using yourself. If you have to remove something or if you have to write anything else, so we have to use the Python code. Then we write anything or modify anything, not by yourself. Here you see in this line in with statement, I didn't give close file dot close statement. Here you see I didn't give close file, means file dot close, or you can say close file name and give closed file command. I only give two lines of code. This is the example of with statement. If I have to read this, let's see another example. If we have to write in txt file, then we write by using this code notes.txt, then we give here command. Let's give here command w, because I have to write them as file dot write python is easy. Here you see I write here python is easy. Now I hope I have to again try. Wait, here's I think I need. Now we have to route using we have to write in txt file using with statement. Here you see the python is easy is printed. I give here python is easy, then the output is python is easy. Means this is the example of writing in file or in writing in txt file using with statement. This is a simple example by using with statement. Now let's see advantages of with statement. Yeah. It automatically closes a file. This is the first advantage that is very useful. Now second statement is cleaner and safer code. Means with statement is in two lines only. So it is cleaner and safer for coding. Means in this error of chances is minimum. Now third advantage is prevents the file resource leak. Means it prevents the file resources leak. Means it didn't leak the resources of the files or didn't delete the resources of the files. So this is the another advantage of this. So this is the example of with statement. Here you see with statement is automatically close the file. And here we see an example on with statement using read statement. And here we write using with statement. And this is the advantage, three advantages. First advantage, it automatically close the file. And second is cleaner and safer because it is in only two lines. And in this minimum chances of error is happened, and it also prevents the file resources leaks. This is the advantages. Now come to the CSV introduction. Now let's understand what is CSV introduction. Means what is CSV? Let's understand what is CSV. CSV stands for comma separated values. Means CSV stand for comma separated values. C for comma, S for separated, V for values. It is commonly used to store tabular data such as student records or employee information. Means CSV is commonly used to store tabular data such as student records or employees information. So we use CSV for store student records and employees informations. Let's see example on CSV. We have to import first import CSV. This is the first we have line we have to write. Then we have to open student.csv. Then we have to write in that. So we use W, then new line that equals to this. Then we have to write as file. When writer equals to CSV dot writer then file. Writer dot write row then this and we give name, then we write marks, then writer again writer dot write row. Then I have to write your name Rahul, and then marks is 90. Wait, we have to give here square bracket. Now this is right. Then I have to write dot write row, common. Then let's mark equal to 85 and equal to string. Now this is perfect. Run this. Here you see. First I import CSV, then with open student.csv I give here a file name that is student.csv. Here you see automatically student.csv file is created. Here you see the file is created, and in next line I give here writer csv.writer file that we have to write. I give here variable name that is writer. Then I give here csv dot writer file, means I have to write these things in, means I have to write these three things in the csv file. So I give here writer dot write row, then name and marks. Again I give here name and marks, and again I give here another name and marks. Here you see the that is printed, name and marks is printed, and name is Rahul, marks is 90, name is Aman, and marks is 85 is printed. This is a simple example of CSV. I hope you understand this. In first line I import CSV. First I import CSV. Then I open a new file name that is student CSV. Then I use here W for write. Then I give here new line. If I give here space, here you see what you got. Sorry, you don't have to give space. You don't have to give space. First I import CSV, then I write open CSV student.csv file. Means I write make a new file. The file name is student.csv. Then I have to write in that, so I write here w. Then I give here new line is equal to nothing. As file means I have to make this as file. Then I give here variable name that is writer. Then I give here csv dot writer, means I have to write all the things in the csv file. So I give here command csv dot writer file. Then I give here writer dot write row. Then I give here what I have to write. I give here name, marks, and in next line same thing, but I give here name and fit then marks. Then I also give here name and marks. So the output is name marks, name is Rahul and marks is 90, and name is Aman and marks is 85. This is the example of CSV using a CSV file if we have to write in CSV file. Now, if we have to read in CSV file, then we use this code. Where you see with open students.csv, then I give here read command for R as file, then I give here variable name that is reader.csv.reader only. No, I don't give here writer, I give here reader, means I have to write only. So because I am a writer, so I give here reader. Now we use here for loop for row in reader, then print row. Here you see what I have to read is that is given in the terminal or the output means in CSV file these things is written. So it gives here what is written in the CSV files. This is the example for read using CSV file. Now let's a project mini project on node server for making project. I use a while true. That's t factor while true. Then I give here variable name that is node. When I give use here input means I have to take the things from user. Enter your node and then I give here type exit to stop. Then in next line I give here if node dot lower then equals to exit. Then I give here with open command. Then I give here notes dot txt means I have to open file name as notes.txt then a as file and then file dot write means I have to write on that so I use here write. Then I use here slash and for new line. Then in last I print notes saved successfully. This is the last command I have to give. Here is the explanation. Here you see enter your note ABCD. Then I give here. Then I have to write here exit. Wait, what happened? Exit I have written. Let's see. Here you see Python is easy and exit is printed. Means I have to use here exit to print this. Nothing is changed. Exit. Nothing is changed. The code is not working. Don't worry, we will learn this thing in the next class. Here you see we have learned file handling today and these topics with open file and we have learned how we open file and how we write file and read file. So that's all for today. We will continue in the next class. Thank you for today.